তলাবুল ইলমি ফারিদাতুন আলা কুল্লি মুসলিমিন আলা কুল্লি মুসলিমিন।
Good morning, students. Today we shall do some questions and answers based upon the topic of electric current and electric potential difference, which we studied in our last two videos. So here are some questions which I have taken from the NCERT book, and also one or two questions has been framed by me. So the question number one is, what does an electric circuit mean? The question is asking about the definition of electric circuit. As you can clearly see, what does an electric circuit mean? So my dear students, I already provided you the definition of electric circuit. It is the path of electric current, the path of flow of electric current. Okay, so you can refer to your notebook where you have noted the definition of electric circuit, and you can write the answer of this question from there. Now looking at question number 2, define the unit of current. Define the unit of current and define 1 ampere. So there are two parts in this question. One is to define the unit of current, and the second part of the question is define 1 ampere. So looking at the first part of the question, the unit of current, I already told you, the unit of current is coulomb per second or ampere. Now, how can we recall it? If you are unable to recall it, then recall the formula. What is the formula of electric current? The formula of electric current, I means electric current, is equal to Q by T. Q by T. This is the first formula of your physics chapter electricity. This is your first formula which you have ever studied in class 10th in physics. So from this formula we can conclude, we can guess what is the unit of current. What is the unit of Q? That is electric charge. The unit of electric charge is coulomb. And the unit of time is second. It means that the unit of electric current is given by coulomb per second. The unit of electric current is coulomb per second. Also we can write it in short form, C for coulomb and S for second. So this is the short form of the unit, and also there is a special name of it known as ampere. Coulomb per second is also known as ampere, A for ampere. Why ampere? Because it was named after a scientist known as Andre Marie Ampere. He was named Andre Marie Ampere, so after his name the unit of electric current was named. Okay, so your answer is the unit of electric current is coulomb per second or ampere. Now looking at the second part of the question, define 1 ampere. So how can we define 1 ampere? First of all, my dear students, please guess, try to guess what is being asked in the question. What is being asked in the question? The question is asking about current. Define 1 ampere, and 1 ampere is nothing but current. It means that it is asking to define current. And how much current? 1 ampere. So you know the formula I is equal to Q by T. So taking the value of current 1 ampere here, I am taking the value of current 1 ampere. This can be written, I can write 1 equal to 1 by 1 equal to 1 by 1, because you already know that 1 can be written as 1 by 1. There is not any doubt in it. 1 can be written as 1 by 1. So putting the value of electric current 1 ampere, I can write 1 by 1 on the other side of equal to sign, and here 1 coulomb I can write, and this is time, so I can write 1 second. So now in this way I can define what is 1 ampere. I can define what is 1 ampere. 1 ampere is current. As you can clearly see, this is written in the place of current. So 1 ampere is the current. 1 ampere is the current flowing through a circuit when 1 coulomb of charge, flows in 1 second through the circuit. Okay, so I can write the definition of 1 ampere. 1 ampere is defined as the amount of current when 1 coulomb of charge flows in 1 second through a circuit. Okay, 1 ampere is defined as the amount of current when 1 coulomb of charge flows in 1 second through a circuit. This is your answer. Now coming to the third question. The third question is, define the unit of voltage. I taught you the concept of electric potential difference, which is also known as voltage, and you also learned the formula of voltage or potential difference. The formula of voltage or potential difference, V, is given by W by Q. So from this formula we can conclude what is the unit of voltage or potential difference. The unit of work done is known as joule, and the unit of Q is known as coulomb. So from here we can conclude that the unit of voltage or potential difference is joule per coulomb. In short form we can write it as like this. Okay, this is the short form of joule per coulomb. Okay, and there is also a special name of it. What is that special name? This is volt, V for volt. I can also write it in short form as V. Why volt? Why there is a special name of joule per coulomb? Because it is also named after a scientist named Alessandro Volta. So the answer of question number 3 is, the unit of voltage or potential difference is joule per coulomb or volt. Okay, now there is also second part in this question. Define 1 volt. So if I put the value of voltage as 1 volt, so I will have to write 1 by 1 on the other side of equal to sign. So here I can write 1 joule, and here I can write 1 coulomb. So in this way I can define what is 1 volt. The definition of 1 volt is clear from this formula. What is the definition of 1 volt? 1 volt is defined, this is nothing but potential difference. This is nothing but voltage. So I am defining voltage here. How much voltage? 1 volt. 1 volt is defined as the voltage. 1 volt is defined as the voltage across two terminals of a circuit, across two terminals of a circuit when 1 joule of work, 1 joule, this is what? This is work done. 1 joule of work is done. 1 joule of work is done to move 1 coulomb of charge across the two terminals. When 1 joule of work is done to move 1 coulomb of charge, 1 coulomb of charge from one point to the other, or one terminal to the other terminal, one point to the other. Okay, this is the definition of 1 volt. 1 volt is defined as the voltage across two terminals of a circuit when 1 joule of work is done to move 1 coulomb of charge from one point to the other. Now question number 3 is completed. Now coming to the question number 4, calculate the number of electrons constituting 1 coulomb of charge. The question is asking that how many electrons are there in 1 coulomb of charge. Number of electrons we are going to calculate. Question number 4. In question number 4 we are asked about to calculate the number of electrons constituting 1 coulomb of charge. So we all know that 1.6 into 10 to power minus 19 coulomb is equal to 1 electron, because the charge on 1 electron is equal to this. The charge on 1 electron is equal to 1.6 into 10 to power minus 19 coulomb. So by unitary method we can calculate 1 coulomb is equal to 1 upon 1.6 into 10 to power minus 19 electrons. Recall the unitary method. What were you doing in unitary method? This quantity, on replacing this quantity by unit quantity, this quantity goes on the other side of equation as a denominator. Okay, so using that unitary method I am going to calculate the number of electrons in 1 coulomb. So I can write it like this: when 10 to power minus 19 is going in the denominator, the power of 10 will become positive, 10 to power 19, because I have sent this 10 to power minus 19 in the numerator, so the power will be positive, 10 to power 19, and what remains in the denominator, that is 1.6 electrons. So you can calculate 1 coulomb is equal to, I am breaking this 10 to power 19 in 10 into 10 to power 18 upon 1.6, or you can also write it like this: separate 10 upon 1.6 into 10 to power 18. So on dividing 10 by 1.6, what will come? 6.25 okay, 6.25 into 10 to power 18 electrons. So how many electrons are there in 1 coulomb of charge? There are 6.25 into 10 to power 18 electrons. So much electrons are there. As you can clearly guess how many electrons are there, how many electrons. It is very difficult task for us to count these electrons in 1 coulomb of charge. In 1 coulomb of charge there are so many electrons, 6.25 into 10 to power 18 electrons. This is our answer. Now we are moving towards question number 5. Question number 5 is, name the devices used to measure current and voltage. Name the devices used to measure current. My dear students, the device which is used to measure current is known as ammeter. Ammeter. Answer 5. The device used to measure electric current is called ammeter. Ammeter. The device which is used to measure electric current is called ammeter. If in a circuit we want to measure how much current is flowing, then we can measure that amount of current with the help of ammeter. This is an instrument. This is an electrical instrument. Okay, and we can symbolize it like this. This is the symbol of ammeter. This is the symbol of ammeter. Okay, and what is the device which is used to measure voltage or potential difference? The device used to measure voltage, the device used to measure voltage or potential difference is called voltmeter. Voltmeter is the device which is used to measure voltage across the two terminals in a circuit. Okay, so this is also an electrical instrument. And what is the symbol of voltmeter? If we are making a circuit diagram in our notebook, then how can we represent voltmeter in short form? How can we symbolize it? The symbol of voltmeter is like this. This is the symbol of voltmeter. And my dear students, there is an interesting fact that an ammeter is always connected in series in the circuit and a voltmeter is always connected in parallel in a circuit. So to understand better the concept of series and parallel combination, we will discuss the series and parallel combination of resistor, and from that topic you will be able to understand better what is series combination and what is parallel combination. An ammeter is always connected in series and a voltmeter is always connected in parallel in a circuit. Remember this thing. Now our question number 6 is, name a device that helps to maintain a potential difference across a conductor. What is the device which is used to maintain a potential difference? The device which is used to maintain a potential difference. The device which is used to measure the potential difference is known as voltmeter, but the device which maintains the potential difference is called a cell or a battery. A cell or a battery or any other source of electricity is known as the device which is used to maintain a potential difference across the two terminals of a conductor. Okay, so answer number 5 is answer number 6. Sorry, answer number 6. The device a device used to maintain a potential difference across a conductor is can be a cell, can be a cell or battery or any other power supply. A device used to maintain a potential difference across a conductor can be a cell or a battery or any other power supply. Any instrument which can produce electric current will maintain the potential difference across the conductor. So these are the instruments which maintain a potential difference across the conductor. Now our last question is, this is a numerical problem. This problem is to be solved mathematically. How much energy is given to each coulomb of charge passing through a 6-volt battery? My dear students, what we have to calculate here? How much energy? We are going to calculate energy. Our aim is to calculate energy. How much energy? What is the energy? What is the amount of energy? So in order to calculate the value of energy, something must be provided. Some values must be given to us. And what are those values? Each coulomb of charge, that means 1 coulomb of charge, that is Q is equal to 1 coulomb. This has been provided in the question, and passing through a 6-volt battery. This means 1 coulomb of charge is passing through a 6-volt battery. Now, what do you mean by 6 volt? What is 6 volt? This is nothing but the potential difference. The value of voltage is given in the question. The value of charge and the value of voltage is given in the question. V is equal to 6 volt, and we are going to calculate energy. With the help of these two given quantities, we are going to calculate the required quantity, the value of the required quantity, energy. Now, what is energy? The energy is nothing but work done. We are going to calculate work done. Sir, how is energy same as work done? My dear students, the unit of energy and work is same. The unit of energy is also joule, and that of work done is also joule. So we can say that we are going to calculate work done. We are going to calculate energy, means that we are going to calculate work done. So yesterday in the previous video we studied a formula of potential difference, and that was V is equal to W by Q. W by Q. So this is the work done, and I also can say that this is the energy, because the unit of work done and energy are the same. So energy and work done are the same thing. So I am putting the value of potential difference here, that is 6, and W is to be calculated upon value of charge is 1 coulomb. By cross multiplying we can easily get the value of work done, that is 6 joule. That is 6 joule. Or also we can say that the amount of energy is equal to 6 joule. 6 joule. 6 joule. Okay, thank you.